We are living in the world which is full of magical things. Because these things are beautiful, amazing, fascinating, and sometimes they seem unrealistic. Someone cannot believe that such incredible places indeed exist on the earth. While living in cities and towns, people used to see skyscrapers, vehicles, different buildings, and much of bustle. Today we are going to talk about top 5 most famous country. Number 1. France. France is known all around the world for Paris and its monuments such as the Eiffel Tower and the Notre Dame Cathedral. French people are very passionate about their culture and art, which is showcased in many museums like the Louvre. Of all the countries in the world, France is the most visited. Approximately 89 million people visit France every year to take in the culture and enjoy the food. The Louvre Museum in Paris, France is the largest art museum in the world. This museum is so big that if you wanted to spend 30 seconds looking at each piece of art, it would take you approximately 100 days to get through the entire museum. One rather shocking fact about France is that under French law, you can marry posthumously in exceptional cases. This is on the condition that you can prove that the deceased had the intention of marrying you while they were alive. You must also receive permission from the French president. The world's first artificial heart transplant and face transplant both took place in France. The heart transplant occurred in December 2013 at the Georges Pompidou Hospital in Paris. The world's most prestigious cycling race was first held in 1903. It has run every year since, save for the 2 world wars. In 2020, the race was delayed due to the coronavirus pandemic, but it still went ahead. That's right, the camera phone was invented in France in 1997 by an enterprising Parisian called Philippe Kahn, a very surprising France fact. The first photo he took was of his newborn daughter, Sophie, which he sent to his family and friends. Number 2. Mexico. Mexico is home to the world's largest pyramid. Not Egypt, but Mexico. The Pyramid of Cholula in the Mexican federal state Puebla happens to be the largest pyramid in the world. Mexico City is the second city of the world with the largest number of museums. With a remarkable number of museums, over 170 museums may be visited in this megalopolis. This makes it the second largest city in the world in terms of museums. Mexico is the country with the largest number of taxi cabs in the world. 60,000 registered taxis ride Mexican streets, and most can be found in the capital city. Besides, taxi fares in Mexico are cheaper than in almost any other country in the world. Mexicans are the hardest working people. One of the lesser-known facts, Mexico has the hardest working citizens on Earth. With the average citizen working 2,148 hours a year, around 41.3 hours of work per week. Mexico has the 6th largest electronics industry on Earth, after China, the United States, Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan. Number 3. United States of America. The United States has maintained its position of being the world's largest economy since 1871. The economy is so large that the US is often noted as an economic superpower, and this is due to the fact that it makes up almost a quarter of the global economy. The US economy is connected to the country's enormous population, technological innovation, high consumer spending, high average incomes, as well as a moderate unemployment rate. Things the United States are famous for. Hot dogs. According to the survey conducted by this council, Americans consume over 150 million hot dogs just on the 4th of July holiday every year. Why hot dogs are so much popular among Americans? The most obvious reason relates to the fact that it offers the freedom to eat on the go. The ingredients are simple yet unbelievably delicious. Hollywood. Hollywood is one of the most famous things about America, which is known to set some of the highest standards for film industries around the globe. The movies produced in Hollywood are globally famed. The graph of popularity achieved by American films is still far from reach. Famous for historical personalities. The history of the world isn't complete without paying regard to Abraham Lincoln, Dr. Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy, Rosa Parks, and Harriet Tubman. These are the famous political figures of America, who devoted their lives to the betterment of Americans. Number 4. Italy. Italian food is considered among the best in the world. Italy is famous for the Renaissance and the incredible artists it produced. Italy is famous for its tourism, its art cities and unique scenery. Italy is also known for its language, its opera, its fashion and its luxury brands. It is also known for its football team. Italy is famous for its cities, with over 65 million tourists in 2019. Italy is one of the most visited countries in the world. Although there are beautiful natural landmarks to see, the cities are the most famous places here. They are full of history and beautiful landmarks. Italy is home to the most famous volcanoes in mainland Europe. The first one is Mount Vesuvius. Located near Naples, it is still an active volcano but is mainly famous for its eruption of 79 AD when it destroyed Pompeii. If you are visiting southern Italy soon, make sure to take a day trip to Pompeii and Herculaneum. These Roman towns were frozen in time when the volcano erupted. Number 5. Hungary. One of the most iconic places that you'll find in Hungary is the Danube River. Simply called the Danube, this river that runs through Budapest, as well as other European cities, served as a frontier of the Roman Empire and is the second longest river in the continent. It runs through 10 countries, including Romania, Austria, Slovakia, and Croatia. The largest cultural festival in Budapest, also labeled the greatest cultural event in Hungary. Budapest Spring Festival focuses on traditional arts. The festival displays various cultural performances across multiple venues in Budapest and runs for 2 weeks annually. The Rubik's Cube, a popular 3D combination puzzle that took the world by storm when it was first released, originated from Hungary, if you don't already know. This simple yet complicated puzzle was invented in 1974 by a Hungarian sculptor and professor of architecture, Ern Rubik, and was licensed to be sold in 1980. Sziget Festival is one of the biggest and most popular music festivals in Hungary. It is often held in the month of August at northern Budapest. This week-long music festival started from a low-profile student event to today's popular rock festival that attracts people from around the globe to participate. If you are into music and enjoys festivals, this festival must be added into your itinerary list.